Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the first issue of DC Comics Tales from the Dark Multiverse. How do I really describe this? This is kind of like an Elseworlds story, not quite an Elseworlds story, but what DC is doing is putting together like a bunch of individual issues, a whole bunch of one-shots. They're all set in the Dark Multiverse, and it takes really iconic moments in DC Universe history and does a Dark Multiverse spin on them. For those of you who don't know, Dark Multiverse was introduced probably like a year or two ago, and what it is like the inverse of the current multiverse. Things are a little bit more evil, dark, twisted. It's a really great concept, and I think there's some pretty big things to come still with it. It's become a very important thing to the DC Universe, just on top of the multiverse in general. I'm sure a whole bunch of that people just heard yada 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 and then like turned their brain off for those who don't care. So this is written by Snyder and Kyle Higgins with art by Javier Fernandez, colors by Alex Guimarães and Clayton Cowles the letterer, Lee Weeks and Brad Anderson did the cover. So this obviously covers Knightfall. So here's the big things off of this. Now before I just thought it was this really interesting anthology series. Oh no, there's more to this. There's a crisis coming. There's yet another crisis coming in the DC Universe. And heroes are being looked for as far as the Dark Multiverse. Whether or not this is going to be like Crisis on Infinite Dark Multiverse, don't know. If it's going to be something a little bit bigger, don't know. But clearly DC Universe has been building towards something huge, a brand new crisis. It's going to be fascinating. I think it's going to unite the multiverse and the Dark Multiverse and have them come together to defeat someone or something. So this is actually becoming way more important than just like a single issue. It's tipping off what's to come as far as the stories down the road, and these stories get just all that more important. There is a character, and I'm sure DC is going to cringe when I say this. There's definitely a very what-if feel about this. Kind of diving into things that there is. Let's see where things are shown. Yeah, so there's this character who I'm going to call the DC's Watcher, who kind of is able to go through the multiverse and Dark Multiverse, no problem. And he's kind of like looking to see at these worlds of what's to come and trying to find heroes for this this crisis that's coming. There's a nice little page as far as kind of explaining that. His name's Tempest Huguenot. So obviously this is Knightfall. For those who don't remember Knightfall had Bane coming to Gotham and breaking Batman's back. He gave his mantle over to Jean-Paul Valley, who was that version of Batman. Jean-Paul went a little bit crazy, and Bruce had to fight for his title back from him. Well, in this version, things don't go all that well, and Jean-Paul gets the crap out of Bruce and takes the mantle of the Bat. So what is Gotham like under Jean-Paul Valley's Batman? Now, that's kind of the aspiration of the comic, and it goes into this world where he held the mantle. It's really twisted. It's really dark. There's so many things that are unexpected by this. I looked forward to this, and now after reading this, I look forward to all the Tales of the Dark Multiverse. Like, this was a badass comic, and really surprising as to what was in here. It's pretty brutal at times, with some really solid art. You saw that. And just twists and turns I didn't expect at all. So, highly recommend this. I think this is a great comic, one that probably not enough people looked at and checked out, and you should definitely go do it. You can enjoy it as a single issue, or you can enjoy it as part of the bigger meta story that DC is putting on. So in that way, it works multiple ways. It's a really cool story. I dig it a lot. So I would check it out. Like it's kind of a little bit brutal. It's a little bit darker, which I know some people won't enjoy as much. But I thought overall it's a really solid product. It's out in comic shops now. We got a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code. It'll tell you the shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We have some affiliate links. They are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that by doing that. You help support our site, though. Now, speaking of support, I want to thank DC for hooking us up with this review copy. We always appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into DC Comics, Batman, comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.